Okay, then, so hello and welcome to our live session that we have got coming to you today with P8. We have three fantastic pupils. They've been a great class to work with all year, and we're going to be focusing on our balance, right? So if I could introduce our three pupils who are really looking forward to the session today. They're really wanting to improve their balancing throughout. So we've got Jacob, Samuel and Charlie. If you give everyone a big wave at home, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, big stars as well. Superb, great work. Okay, so we could have our first slide up. We'll get straight into the activity. So what you'll need is an open space, a drink, keep ourselves hydrated throughout, objects to step over, bottle, cones, socks, or bean bags to do your balancing, okay, and a bucket or container, and we'll come on to that. So Charlie, Samuel and Jacob, they all know the activity from the start. So if we could go on to the next slide, we'll explain to everyone at home. So it is going to be a Robin Hood activity. So it can be 5 pieces of equipment in the room. So I will explain to everyone at home. Okay, and you have your bucket, which is here at the other end. Now you can do this activity in the garden. So for example, we've got Jacob and Charlie doing that, but we've also got Samuel doing it in his front room, and I am as well at home. And we're going to try to move the equipment from one end into the other, seeing if we can balance it on all 5 pieces of equipment from one end to the other. So to begin with, so if we could go flick on to the next slide, please, we will get Charlie, Samuel and Jacob going. Okay, so we're going to walk like we're walking with a tightrope. You're going to transport the object via your hand to begin with. So you're just going to hold it in one hand, both arms are going to be out. You'll be walking like you're on a tightrope. Okay, and as we get to the bucket, we're going to balance it on our head. So you balance it, and then we're going to see if we can drop it into the bucket just in front of us. And then, so big celebration if we get it straight into the bucket. Little celebration, fist pump, straight back to the next one. Then we'll see if we can balance it on our hands. You might want to try a different hand. So balancing, walking nice and sensibly and carefully. So we'll balance it on our head, and then we're going to see if we can drop it in, and yes, again, a big celebration straight into the bucket in front of us. So we're going to see how Charlie and Sam and Jacob get on at home. So if we can have those 3 guys back up on the screen, please. Okay, super. Ah, yes, Charlie, great work. So when you get to the bucket, can we balance it on our head and then drop it in? So let's have a look how we're getting on. So when we're by the bucket, so you can hold it in your hand if you want to start with, and then when you get to the bucket, put it on your head and just drop it in. Oh, so close, Sammy. So, oh, Charlie. Yes, Sam.
Well done, Sam.
Yes, Charlie. Good work. Let's see how Jacob's getting on. Okay, so this is a great way that everyone at home, you can do the activity in your garden like Jacob is doing, or you can do it in your front room. You can have competitions against family members, mum, dad can get involved, brothers, sisters. Okay, awesome. So if we could put the slides back up. Oh, let's see Sam for the last time. Yes, Sam, big celebration, good man. So now we're we're transporting the bean bag into the bucket, and we've done it all the way with our heads, and we've also tried it with our hands. Now we're going to try doing it with different movements, okay? The first one that we're going to try is we're going to try balancing the equipment on our head. So I've got a cone here, but it can be anything. It could be a Post-it note, it could be a book, whatever equipment that you've got. And we're going to try to step sideways all the way, and then we're going to see if we can turn, and again, drop it in, and again, a big celebration when we get it in, okay? When we get it into the bucket, okay? Superb. So then, if we could, let's see how everyone at home, let's see how we get on. Ah, oh, Charlie, spot on, spot on. Can we get it in the bucket? Can we get it in? Yes, love it. Celebration from Dad as well. Come on. From Sam and his sister. Can we get it in there to the bucket?
Oh, nearly.
Oh, so close. Great effort though. You did really well to keep the balance all the way. Yes, Sammy. Quality.
Shut the door to the garden.
Go on, Jacob. Let's see how we're getting on.
Oh, well done.
Okay, superb. Now then, a different challenge. So still the same with our balances. So still moving our equipment from one end to the other. Okay, but this time we're gonna hold the equipment because we're gonna be jumping. We're gonna keep our palms out and see if we can balance the equipment. So we're gonna take the jump, keep our equipment, and when we get near the bucket, can we balance it? Okay. We drop it, okay, and I dropped it all the way into the container like we've done before. So you're jumping, and then we're going to see if we can balance it on our heads, standing nice and still, and then a nice little drop straight into the bucket. So nice jumps in, Sam. So jumps all the way. Superb. Balance it on your head, Sam. Balance it on your head, and then drop it in. Yeah, great work, you two. Love that. Awesome. Let's see how we're getting on, Charlie and Jacob. Balance and yeah. Awesome work. Excellent work. And if you want to challenge yourself to go that little bit further, because I know there are 3 participants are doing really, really well. You can hop. If you're holding the equipment, you can hop on either leg until you get by the bucket. And then this is the challenge now, the big challenge for everyone. You're balancing on one leg with your equipment on your head, and you drop it and get it in there. Come on. So I managed to succeed first time. Let's see how everyone can get on at home.
Hop with it on your hands. Hop with it on
So you're hopping now this time, and if you want to try different legs, that is also possible. Just remember that this activity can be done in the front room, and it can be done outside, as Charlie and Jacob are showing us. Okay, great work, all. Superb. So we're nearing our first little break now. Okay, so if everyone at home,
your head.
we just have a little rest. This is where your drink comes into place. If you've got a drink, make sure we get a bit of hydration on board. So it's time now for a drink. Okay, and if we could have the next slide up, please, that'd be fantastic. So Charlie, Sam and Jacob, questions for you. So I'll ask Charlie first. What did you find, Charlie? I thought everyone there did fantastic work. But question, what did you find difficult or hard about that task that you just did, Charlie?
Well, if it was a ball, it kind of rolled off, but when it was flat, it was kind of easy.
Okay, so I thought from what you did, I thought you were absolutely brilliant and absolutely spot on, and you managed to get it in the bucket quite a few times in different ways. So really well done. So maybe that when we're a few tips for our balancing. So when we are trying to balance, that we can look forward. So you might want to pick a point. Okay, so varying on the object, you pick a point. So for example, I'm looking at the corner in the room. So I'm looking at the corner, and I'm also balancing with my arms out. I'm almost like walking across the tightrope, and I'm edging ever closer to the bucket, and I've managed to drop it down and into the bucket. Okay, superb. So if we could go on to Sam. So if we go unmute Sam. Superb. Sam, great work there, buddy. What did we find difficult about the task then, or the balancing that you tried to do?
Hopping.
You found the hopping difficult. So do we think then, Sam, so like I spoke about then, just so try to pick a point looking forwards, or if you want to try it with your hopping, Sam, pick a point, like I said, look directly forwards, and then we're hopping forwards, but hold your equipment in your hand, and then you can come back to your 2 feet, Sam, okay, and then balance it into the bucket, okay, superb. So we'll go to the last one then, Jacob. Quick one for you. What did we find difficult about that task, Jacob? You did really well there. Some superb work.
What did you find difficult?
Pretty easy enough.
You find everything. That's okay. It doesn't matter if Jacob found it really. So maybe, Jacob, we could try going some longer distances. So if you're doing it at home and the distances may be really short, you can try going longer distances. Or Jacob, instead of going in a straight line, we can maybe move in different directions, so we can move side to side. Okay, so a few different ways you can vary that. You can do that in your living room, or you can do it in the back garden like Jacob is doing as well. So if we could go on to our next slide. So we're going to focus now on the key pointers that we've just focused on. So in terms of our activities, so our balancing tips, looking forward, so your arms out for concentration and focus. It's up to you which ones that you would like to focus on. So for example, like Sam said he'd like to improve on his hopping. So Sam, you might want to focus on your hopping. So Charlie, you said in terms of you wanted to make this thing, so looking forward. So you might want to pick now a point in the distance and then keep your arms out to balance, which is going to help you get it into the bucket. Jacob, you might want to try changing your directions. Okay, so are you ready to go back to the start then and get back into the activity? Yeah? Okay, superb. So I'm going to try now at home. I'm going to try changing directions whilst also hopping. So I'm going to be moving in different directions whilst trying to balance. Okay, so mine has now come off my head. Okay, and back. Oh, just short, but it doesn't matter. We keep going. Even if it falls off, we keep going. We keep trying to improve. And then eventually we get the success at the end of the activity. So let's see how everyone's getting on at home. Oh, so close, Charlie. Absolutely brilliant effort, though. I love that. Love the fact that you're trying that, buddy. Keep going. You don't have to go back to the start, Charlie. Keep going. Oh, so close, Charlie. See if we can get it in the bucket then. See if we can get it in the bucket. Awesome effort. Balance on your head, Sam. And drop. Yes, Sammy. Quality. I love that. Great work. Really, Sam. Good hopping. That's showing that you've improving from where you were at the start to where you are now. Great work, Sam. You too. Great work. So then, what we're now going to do, you've had your opportunity to do the activity. Again, so we're looking at what we can improve on. Now we're going to go into a bit of competition. Now, this is where you can get your families involved at home. You can do it in the garden. You can do it in your front room if the weather isn't so good. Okay, so if we could turn on the next slide, please, that'd be fantastic. Okay, so then, 1 minute challenge. How many? Whichever way you want to, but the equipment must be on your head. Okay, can you transfer from the starting point into the challenge into the bucket? Sorry, within 1 minute. So that is a challenge. So I will be timing. You've got your 5 pieces of equipment, and can we get all 5 transferred but dropping them into the bucket? Okay, are we ready? Are we set? So if we like to take all our equipment back to the starting point, so mine's all going back to the start. Your head. 3, 2, 1. Go. Off we go. Remember, big celebration. Big celebration. Little fist bump there. Great work.
Back into it.
Sammy.
Still on keyboard.
Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, Charlie. Come on. Last one. I managed to get it in there just before time. So if we can have the slides up again then. We can have the slides up again and be fantastic. So then, next, that was the 1 minute challenge. Okay. Again, we're going to do a very similar activity. So that was to see how many we could get in within 1 minute. And this one is going to be the first person to complete the challenge successfully. So that was more of a little individual challenge and seeing if you can beat it. So at home, if you manage to get 3 in a minute, so maybe next time go and try and get 4 or 5 into the buckets. That was the challenge. Or you can adapt the time frame. And if you want to challenge yourself and go 30 seconds, you can as well. So different ways at home, which you can adapt that, and it can be done again either in the garden or in your front room. Okay, so then who is going to be out of Charlie, Sam and Jacob, who is going to be the first one to transfer all 5 in without dropping them? If they get dropped, you must go back to the start. Okay, are we all cool with that? Are we ready to go? We set our equipment back up at the start. I'm going to play the game as well. We ready, Charlie? We ready to rumble? Sam, we ready to rumble? Jacob, we ready to rumble?
Yeah.
Yeah, superb. Okay, are we ready? First
ready?
person, last activity, who is going to come out on top, okay? 3,
Right.
2, 1, off we go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
On your head, Sam.
Remember, Sam, you've got to balance it on your head, baby.
On your head.
Sam, Sam, remember, Sam, from the start, balance it on your head.
From the start.
Sam,
Sam, listen.
balance it on your head, buddy.
In your hand. Put it in your hand.
You go for the next one then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good work, buddy. Okay, Sam, quality. Oh, Charlie, come on, what a shot. You got a little celebration to go with it as well. Absolute buzzing. Well, Jacob, keep going. Good work. Really, really good work there. Well done. So Jacob's little adapted activity here, changing of direction to help himself improve and go to the next step. Fantastic work. Oh, so close. There we go. It's okay, Jacob. We'll have our last go then, Jacob. Great work. So look at Jacob. He's picking a point out. He's continuing to keep balancing. He's putting one foot in front of the other and using his arms to be able to keep balance. Fantastic work, Jacob. Yes, and last one, Jacob. If we could just hold it there, buddy. Okay, if we could just bring it in, slightly, say, a fantastic, fantastic effort by every single one of you. So, Charlie, what did you think of the session then, Charlie? What did you think of it?
Well, it was good. I actually won. And
Good
I
man,
did a
top
big
man.
celebration. I had it.
Yes, got the celebrations in there when you headed it into the bucket. So we'll go to Sam. Sam, what did we think of the session, buddy?
What do you like?
Good.
Yeah, you enjoyed it? What did you enjoy most, Sam?
The obstacle course, the race.
Oh, I like
The races, yeah, so having a little bit of competition against your friends in your class. Well done, good work, okay? Jacob,
Smile.
okay, so what did you think of the session, buddy?
Good.
What did you enjoy most?
The zigzag.
Doing the zigzag.
Enjoyed adding in your own game. So Jacob added in his moving in changing direction, okay, to help him improve his balance. Okay, so fantastic effort by every single one of you in P8. Hopefully you've enjoyed it at home and you'll be able to take something away and improve your balance. Okay, really, really well done. So thank you for giving everyone at home a big wave. Okay, well done, great work, P8, really well done. Come on, great effort. Little round of applause from me. Thank you, bye-bye. Round of applause. Thank you. Very good, good work. Thank you.